Does anyone else just have a really may bond with their siblings?
I personally know many people like this. It seems to be more common actually than the close relationships presented on TV. Almost all my friends describe having a kind of they're alright but we're not super close relationship to their siblings.
Yep. My wife thinks our family is dysfunctional, but we were raised in a time when long-distance calls were expensive and calling family was limited to birthdays and emergencies. Haven't spoken to any of them since early January when there was a death in the family. Doesn't bother me a bit. I'm doing fine, and take a no news is good news approach with them.
I feel this to an extent. I love my sister to death, don't get me wrong, but I can literally go months without talking to her. We have vastly different interests and friends groups, so there isn't a real common ground for us outside of family events or something.
Same. My brother and I are acquaintances, almost strangers, who have known each other all our lives. We fought a lot as kids, like you say you did with your sister. It's just the way it is, and I feel kinda insulted by people, like my stepmother, who act like that's deeply regrettable. It's only bad or even not normal for people who have internalized that things are supposed to be different. I saw my relationship with my siblings going this way as well. We also fought a lot as kids and I got married young and moved away. Tragedies/deaths made me realize that I would be really sad to lose any one of them and not have had a good relationship, so I've spent several years rebuilding our relationships. Even though we are far apart, I've made the efforts to rekindle the relationship and I'm happy to say our bond is stronger now than ever before. They are good people and I'm happy to have them in my life.
Yep, I don't wish my brother any ill, except perhaps when he's being a smug arse lol. We just don't have any interest in each other's lives, and we never talk or hug or anything like that. We have almost nothing in common aside from our genes. Does anyone else just have a really may bond with their siblings? Yep. My sister and I basically only talk on holidays. We get along fine. There isn't any animosity there or anything. We've just never been real close. Even when we were living in the same house, she did her thing, I did mine.
Yeah, absolutely. I have two younger brothers, and I'm not particularly close to either of them. I see the youngest one more often, but he's very immature for his age, 23, so it can be tiring spending time with him. The older of the two is only a year and a half younger than me. I rarely see him, and in all honesty, I feel anxious when I know I have to see him alone because we have very little in common and have nothing to talk about, so it's always quite awkward.
My brother is on the spectrum. While I love him because he is blood, I simply cannot trust him. Without fully excusing his behavior, his condition makes him extremely likely to lie or stretch the truth or create imaginary scenarios. Hearing blatant untruths being passed to you as if they were facts is unnerving no matter who is doing it. It's truly unfortunate because I just want to trust my brother and I am not able to.
This is like me and my brother.
My sisters and I, 24M, are just so different from each other and from what our parents expect, that the whole family hardly talks to each other. We all live in the same city and see each other maybe 4 times a year. When we were growing up, my brother and I hated one another, sometimes leading to pretty violent fights. He beat me unconscious once. We've both moved past it and have an okay relationship. But despite only living one town apart, we almost never talk or see one another outside of holidays. I've tried a few times, but he's just not interested. I even offered to babysit his kids. Nothing. I'm not super close to my brother. And he's my twin, which seems to go double against pop culture. We don't hate each other, but we aren't close. I might talk to him 4 times a year. Yep. I have 2 older brothers. Growing up, I looked up to them. Grown up, I see who they are as people and I don't like it. I keep my distance as much as I can. Yep. 2 older siblings, 1 younger. Just a blah relationship. I don't hate them or dislike them, is just meh. My brothers are 12 and 15 years older than me. So there was a big maturity gap. As the youngest, I kinda just annoyed them for attention until they moved out or went to college. I shared more interests with my oldest brother, but we've become distant over the years. He lives farther away and has a stressful job and a family. While I'm busy with my own job and personal life, I'm also a bit drained by hanging out with children. And they each have at least 3. Which is more of a failing on my part, one guess. Either way, we pretty much just see each other on holidays and have awkward small talk conversations. I'm one of 6. It's 28M, 26F, me, 21F, 18F, 17M, 10M, all full-blooded siblings. I'm close and getting closer to my 2 sisters, even though I live on the other side of the world too. Them. Even though me and my older brother grew up doing a lot of things together. I wouldn't say we were ever close. Just sort of comfortable. I have no idea what's going on with him or my other brothers. It is sort of a meh relationship. Not bad. Just, yeah. This is exactly me and my sister. But then in a younger stage. We still live in the same house and thus see each other a lot. I thought I did. Then in 2015 my brother died of a heart attack. 6 months later both my elderly parents passed. No, we are very close. Yeah, I'm the baby by 5 years to my step-siblings, which isn't too bad of a gap, but because they never took much of an interest getting to know me when we were all kids, and because I was cripplingly shy and anxious, we never developed a relationship. They're my family, but we have nothing in common.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.